The incident resulted in Carol taking her own life, and Vautrin being exiled. From then on, I've been especially careful when dealing with cases related to Melusines.
Damn, so Melusine killed herself?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
All Melusines used to live a secluded life away from human society. I granted their wishes when some of them, including Carol, asked me to bring them to the court of Fontaine. Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusines, and whatever they do can be traced back to me.
Ooh, like the event?
Especially those who hold a grudge against me, exploit that belief.
I actually like that event.
Conflict. I have nothing against the opinions of others, but it has already happened once.
Even there's the guards, the Maréchaussée Phantom.
Based on prior experience, there is a height. The political system of Fontaine is relatively complex and involves the interests. However, since I am technically an outsider in Fontaine, a lot of trouble could be avoided.
Outside? But aren't you the Chief Justice?
I understand where you are coming from. But there is not necessarily a connection, but you know very well about my true identity.
She looks like a soldier.
And have even met others of my kind. And even though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference between Dragon taking on the role of Chief Justice. I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here.
Yeah, we have nothing. Let's team up and run.
That does not sound like a bad idea.
Oh,
Let us go. We should visit Kiara first and try to gain a better...
I'm already recording it.
so Neuvillette feels like she doesn't truly belong here.
Yeah.
True?
You'll be in the background.
Carter feels like he has a kind of skewed.
This is so stupid. Why do I always do this, bro? This is like the 4th time this has happened. Bro, I was so ready though. Like when I activated it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Fucking 2 months later.
Thank you.
I still can't. I'm gonna have to finish this.
Please allow me to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with the previous version.
By the way, it had nothing to do with Quest. I've been watching people do runs online with Neuvillette. And guess what weapon they're using?
The event weapon?
The event weapon.
Well, yeah, it's like...
I've seen people doing like crazy numbers.
Really?
Yeah.
What builds are they using? Are they using her set?
No. 2-piece arcade, 2-piece attack. Yeah.
Damn, I don't think I have any arcade pieces though. I'm not strongboxing that shit, bro. Fuck that. I'm gonna just keep going for her set.
I'm almost positive that 2-piece
The weather is amazing today.
Archaic 2-piece attack.
no, 2-piece attack, 2-piece
Kiara.
golden troop was still good too.
Oh, because of the elemental skill damage.
Neuvillette.
Yeah.
And you are? Oh, I remember. You're the Traveler and Paimon. I've heard about you. Aw, she's adorable. Hey there, it's
The Melusines are fucking adorable.
Thanks for the compliments.
They are.
Is there anything I
If
can do?
Hoyoverse was smart, they would make like
I heard
Melusine
from the dean that you
plushies.
received a threatening letter.
Those would sell like hotcakes.
Oh, right. I remember the letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something
Yeah,
about
and nobody cared. Like those designs were derpy as hell. They had the fucking. They looked like they just put 2 dots and a fucking smiley face on them.
Have you run into any suspicious-looking people recently?
They look derpy as hell.
What counts as suspicious? Did you think? Nope. I'm.
Do you still have...
Like the Melusines actually have like the R&R look like plants with faces on them.
Let's see.
Yeah, like it looks like a pear with like a face. Like an apple with a face. Like a watermelon with a face.
Be the Maréchaussée Phantom. I will come and catch you in person. Don't say
It's an actual like design.
A simple threat. Neither the handwriting nor the we can't rule out that possibility. Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, I will be Kiara. You should come with us.
Sure. Wait, no. I still have a...
But you are being watched right now.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make with us around anyone scheming. Thank you, Traveler. Big sis Paimon.
All right. Let us go our separate ways for now. Please take care of Kiara.
We'll take her to a lost place, right? So, Kiara, how old are you? Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to the court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago. Carol? Didn't Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago. Why would Paimon be a big sister to you? My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me.
Paimon feels a lot more grown up than her?
Huh. Paimon feels?
Than the Melusine?
Hey, Traveler, did you hear that?
Alright. I'm overthinking it. It's a good quest, right? Please tell me it's a good quest. Okay. Oh, I saw a head.
And your bestie's in there too. Your husband.
You're here.
Ah, the love of my life.
Wait, these two.
Risley.
I thought so. What brings you here? Did you run into any trouble?
It's not really me.
Why do I feel like the person following us around is fucking Charlotte?
Of course.
It was someone with a camera and I just saw red. So I'm like, that's gotta be Charlotte. What, you mean when they give you choices that aren't choices? Oh, I'm sorry, not that.
Inspection. Seems like the criminal from that case last month never set foot in here at all. That was quick. What were you expecting?
Oh my god.
Neuvillette says that us Melusines have special eyes that can see
It's like,
things like bloodstains. No matter how hard you try to clean them up, we
God.
Melusines can see
It's
their
like when Dottore was telling Nihida the secrets, and they were like, actually, the sky is.
Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children.
Of course.
The sky is.
What do I need to do?
Please wear
Traveler wakes up. Oh, sorry, you missed all that.
The sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along really well. Huh? What are you
And
looking at?
no. Fuck you. Go to Fontaine.
Is there really someone watching us?
Like,
Let's sneak over and take a look.
yeah.
Fucking tree.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally.
Go talk to the all-knowing tree and don't ask it shit. How about that? Go do that. Go to... I don't want to turn this story quest into a rant video. But go talk to the all-knowing tree. And the tree doesn't know shit. The tree that knows everything in the world.
It was Charlotte, by the way.
Strange.
Gotcha! Ah! Charlotte, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who
That was the worst ending to a quest ever.
threat letter.
What happened?
This is starting to
That
feel
was
like an
the worst ending
interrogation.
to a story quest
Okay,
ever.
I'll be straight with you. I don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter you
Yeah.
mentioned. I only wanted to
Yeah.
follow Monsieur Neuvillette
No.
to request an interview with him.
Yeah.
You want to interview him?
Because, I mean, the Inazuma one, at least it made sense.
That's right.
Like, that Raiden just didn't.
The only one, you know.
She
Interviewing
didn't
him
know.
is every journalist's dream.
Um,
It's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance to interrupt when the court's in session.
yeah.
So
And she
I'm
could.
surprised
She just
I
didn't want
seen
to.
him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved. Yeah, we're doing a secretive... I see. Well, if you say in exchange, could you tell me what the threat letter...
Just verify this is the worst place.
All right.
It just houses a lot of bad memories for us.
What?
Yeah.
Someone's targeting a cute little Melody.
Like, I know there's a fucking that side quest there. I just don't want to do it,
It
bro.
just so happens that I
Oh, the one that we activated.
last month, in fact. It was well received by our readers. I asked my colleagues about it. Who knows?
This
Might find
quest
something.
ass
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
is all I think of when I think of the Fortress of Meripide.
But I gotta warn you, even if I keep my lips sealed, others will know eventually.
I went to a dark place.
People care
I went to a
great
dark
deal
place
about
that
Monsieur
day.
Neuvillette's ancient anyway.
Like, I was in and out of like
You were falling asleep. I was losing my patience. I was trying so hard, and I just broke. I just broke. Oh! I see a
What do you
baddie.
think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
I think it's great.
Huh. It's very pretty indeed.
Blow, bro. I said blow.
Here.
Bro.
It just showed up out of nowhere.
As
Clorand?
I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a
This
case.
character is beautiful.
Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship.
I feel like she's gonna be
It
the
didn't feel right to have my employer personally take
God,
on such
I hope so.
I happen to have some time at the moment, and came to
I feel like
visit.
her and it's a safe bet to
Sometimes
assume
my
that her and
colleagues
Arlecchino are gonna be
in any case, so we always have a lot.
no, like on-field DPS.
Oh, Neuvillette,
Leave this to me.
Yeah.
You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your hands.
Considering it's been a while since we've gotten a pyro DPS. So, I can talk to her.
Same as usual. My schedule.
Yeah,
normally
but before
isn't
Linny,
too
it was
tight,
fucking
so I have
Hutao.
plenty of time for myself.
Then shall
I
we
think
go out
so.
to play? How about a
Yeah,
beach
right?
vacation?
Oh, no.
Like last time. I even signed up as
Yoy.
a volunteer lifeguard.
Oh yeah. Goddamn.
But it has been a while since we've gotten a pyro sword user. That's not been it.
Yeah. We're gonna get gaming.
We are gonna get gaming. I hope he's good. I mean, if it turns out that that you're not gonna get Cloud Retainer, then that's. Is there a side quest in here? There totally is. Then that's a lot of primos you're gonna be able to save up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I gotta see, but
bro. If I get my hands on her and I'm flying around with this bitch and it feels good,
It looks like Kiara is.
We've got some too.
I
Well,
I am a slut for movement. You give me some good movement, I'm in.
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I've judged over the past decade.
Like that's literally why I like having Yelan in my teams.
I've come
Is
up
that
with
I
some
can
facts.
reposition
On
like
one
that.
hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these
Oh no, you're
major
good.
cases and
I was saying like
confirm
that's
my
why I like
suspicions if there is
having
indeed a
Yelan in my team
mysterious
because
group that bears
I can
grudges.
reposition like that.
they both sound like pretty solid plans. But can you really finish browsing through all these documents? That's a lot of reading even for mine.
Bro, she's
I'm a fast reader
if
when
I
it
if I
comes
know
to
Hoya verse,
documents.
because didn't she come out? Who did she come out with last time? She came out with Linny.
Reviewing under my belt.
yeah.
Them.
And I was like,
Nothing
okay,
else to
I
do.
did. First grade match, you grew up with someone.
Thank you. I will continue.
She's gonna fucking come out with fucking Arlecchino.
Oh my god. I swear.
You'll be like, we gotta put the two baddest bitches in the game right next to each other.
Like my. Bro.
Ooh. I'm reading stuff.
Oh yeah, those the case ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good quest. That's a good quest.
I just read about Risley getting arrested.
Yeah. I gotta do this quest, but I don't see what the hell he's done.
Yeah, because I heard the villain in that was actually like a real like fucked up villain.
Oh, you didn't,
I haven't done it yet, bro. I was gonna do it after Neuvillette's, and here we are.
We skipped through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful. Oh, there's so many documents.
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself. If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases.
Whoa. That's...
That might be how it seems from another perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply... There are many documents here.
You're ready.
All right. Let us take a break.
I'm still at the Candace.
You gonna build it as a main DPS?
I think so.
Stick Homa on her?
Yeah.
Even though resting is a part of the silence is making...
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely... Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps?
Ooh,
Is Neuvillette about to offer me some water?
Paimon wonders what Neuvillette likes to drink.
Oh, he's totally gonna bring me some waters.
Fancy wines. He seems like the type of... What's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
I love Candace. She looks
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
Graças, hombre-aranha.
Yo.
¿En quién trabaja?
Ay, negro.
Ay, negro.
So it's just plain old...
What did you think it was?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something more...
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated. I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including the said water is sourced from all across Teyvat, including Mondstadt's cider beer is one of their latest products. Water from Sumeru. If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. The waters of Chinsa Village have a poignant touch, while one might call the waters of Konda Village placid.
Yo, he's so funny.
Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
You can almost say that the power of water is the ability to take any shape.
You know, I'm surprised Rodea didn't pull up,
What do
yo.
you think?
We've heard nothing but how Rodea is connected to Fontaine. And we're here, and the one quest that we've gotten about, like, Oceanids was in fucking Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make this shit up.
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a...
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty... Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon? We are allowed to bring that up, right? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages.
Yo, that is something we should have done a long time ago.
Yeah.
You should also 90 him, but it's fine.
Sorry. Paimon was just curious.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply...
There's also a couple characters that we should crown.
I accepted this position because...
Like,
I
why
wanted
is
to
our
seek out
why
interesting
are
questions
our
that
Zhangling,
perplexed me.
our Xingqiu, and our officials not crowned? Those are the 3 characters that should be crowned.
Are there any things you can't figure?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence.
It's those 3. It's those 3.
In essence, I neither know why I was born in this
Uh-oh.
form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me.
Oh, I can make diligence. I'm good. Nice.
For a long time, my memory was rather incomplete. With regard to the primordial sea, for example, I used to only be able to vaguely recall its connection to me, but I was unaware of what that connection... Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all...
True. Some of them have
I have been holding on to these unanswered, but there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could...
Have you made any progress?
Perhaps.
Didn't
but
this,
I find such progress difficult to describe.
Was this...
As an outsider,
Did this
chances
come
to
out
engage
after
in
the end of the Archon
such as
quest?
others are
Or
few
no?
and far
It
between.
did, right?
That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare.
Okay.
Are we gonna continue reading?
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents.
So not the
While
ending.
we were on the topic of water a moment ago, another idea came to me.
Water? Do you mean?
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's water... If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should all... Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing... Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be...
Alright, Randall, we're going to the Fountain of Lucine.
The Fountain of Lucine.
That means that I'm close, right?
I can't even tell you.
Monsieur Neuvillette,
Listen,
I
what,
probably shouldn't
The,
disturb them.
close to the end? No?
Looks like we got lucky today.
Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back.
A safe distance?
Ooh,
I love this new artifact.
Oh,
he fucking... Uh-oh. What's going on?
You've got to be shitting me.
Oh, we're in black and white.
Oh,
Oh, I'm only the traveler. Why does it not let you jump? I find that so... I hate when they do this shit.
thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette. The court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've
Do I have the
never
what?
seen or heard before.
I don't think so, no.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me.
Mommy probably has it,
Although
because
I have
I...
responded to your wishes, it was
Is that
not
Randall?
without personal interest.
You're not. You're flipping the camera.
Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Marechaussee Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable
Target
part of
with Mommy
Fontaine's
yesterday.
detective force.
Don't say anything,
No gum.
offensive.
Really glad to be
No,
of
no
help.
gum is what I'm trying.
Oh.
This is what I was gonna tell you.
Not only can I repay you for your kindness,
I'm gonna get the fuck out of
also,
here.
It feels like my
You're
life
rude
is
as fuck.
a lot more meaningful.
Oh, you got rid of the
But a
dress?
meaningful life also comes with its risks.
Oh, they're right there. Just kidding.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village.
Sup, bro?
In
Sup,
truth,
my dude?
I've never really
My-
understood the purpose of my existence. Or
Ne-
what
never
I'm
mind.
capable of contributing
My
to
homie?
this world. For almost 20 years.
My nice guy.
My village without finding any answer.
I am.
where you going?
That's all Camila does,
Dinner.
is hit the town.
understand your
No,
confusion.
literally, I banged the shit out of
I
the.
feel the same way.
Wow.
Your question.
Oh, you guys are
I'm
recording.
confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence.
No, it's fine.
I believe in you.
It's fine.
But you should
I'll leave it in.
decide of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin.
I completely agree.
I can't record before a certain time in the household.
Yes.
Because the household is
Do you
too
have any
reckless.
concerns?
Don't think he's human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him.
He is an earnest man.
Bye, have fun! Bitch.
And this is how reality speaks. Listen to
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
weapons and spears,
Oh.
right?
Aw, what is this?
Yeah. Some sad shit, some fucked up shit, actually.
Oh, I don't like this.
Hello, I'm Carol. A Melazine.
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increased.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvillette allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well.
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him. We joined the Mare Chaussee Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Solving cases? With Neuvillette in cahoots with you. You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know. So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melazines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Chaussee Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation.
Get him,
There
Vautrin.
have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting current.
This guy has a different hairstyle. Therefore, he is unique.
Your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melazines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Neuvillette's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Wow, this is some fucking...
Racist ass shit? Yeah.
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand.
Boy, leave it to Genshin to get political.
Believe us.
I know, right?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity. And that you
So are the Never mind, I'm not gonna go down that road.
There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's not impossible for you to become a part of
Born from calamity?
give up before it's too late.
Neuvillette said that we need to put both
Stop. We've gone too far.
how long it will take, but I can at least try making my best effort. I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time.
Vautrin?
Painted a lot of fires last night.
I mean, he just defended fucking Carol, so he's good in my book.
You're not.
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done.
Is that a waypoint? What the fuck?
What's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melazines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. It won't be long before Melazines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood.
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in. Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
Oh boy.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
What?
Not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of...
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Uh-oh. I don't like this.
Turn the murderer in!
Melusines can't be trusted. That goes for Neuvillette too.
Oh, let's check. God, I really thought that was Arlecchino, bro.
What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back.
Wow, this is huh. I'm starting to resonate with that voice line a bit.
Oh yeah?
I mean the Melusine line that he says?
Oh wait. Oh yeah.
The one that Neuvillette says?
Yeah. This is why he says it.
He says it the way he says it.
Go on.
Yeah.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
What? That's what she did? Stop, bro. No, she didn't.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss...
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to most...
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt...
Oh yeah, kill them. I'm with it.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects.
Oh, he better hit them with the...
There's nothing. I will take responsibility for everything.
He said, I will take responsibility for everything? I guess you could say he's not the hero that the town wants, but he's the hero that they need. I like this.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Ooh.
Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol, and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Bail him out? Why?
Shh, keep it down! Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillette's guaranteed to do everything he can. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion,
What? So they're trying to get him to...
vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This please think about it. If the same thing had... Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty?
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent. He's innocent.
Order.
Oh, that was a... That was a check.
Oh yeah.
I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision. Which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law.
This guy's a badass. I don't give a fuck.
Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
What?
That can't be. Monsieur Neuvillette, please.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off? Is this what justice means?
Oh!
Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections,
Man!
the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict.
They could have made...
against Mr. Vautrin.
They could...
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
They couldn't animate that?
Goodbye.
Like, actually animate that?
This all happened because of Sarah's naive ideas.
They should have had people holding him back as he said that.
Yeah, like... Oh, come on, man.
Peacefully coexist anyway.
That scene would have had a lot more impact if that was animated. If that was animated.
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of me. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like due to my negligence, the overflow of emotions and memories must...
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Pipe. Anyways, the last time we came here, the Trevor...
It is as you said. It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, but I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my... Which ones? It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulation. I don't know what caused this to happen, but... However, I did find some resentment directed towards
Oh! Didn't we read...
You've read about it. In that case, the resentment should have...
Huh? What are you doing here?
Huh.
I was just about to look for you at the Palais Nermonia. Navia! Nice to see you again. Is there something we can help with?
Well.
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case. So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately.
At the Fleuve Cendre.
Find the suspects among them.
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts,
There will be countless eyes while you talk to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information.
So that's what
Indeed. I did not expect that this could...
You know, anyway, any progress with the...
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact a... We are planning to return to the Palais Marmonia to revisit some details and identify...
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on... Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Neuvillette, do you...
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight.
Ooh, I like the delivery on that.
What is more important is how the case
They were like, the line was, no one would harm Kiara in broad daylight, but it like emphasized the no one. Like, no one would dare hurt this Melusine after they know that I'm investigating.
Yeah. Oh, damn. That's the badass line, yeah.
I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
I know Neuvillette's out here like, bro, I could drown all of you with the fucking flick of a wrist.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it. Who's been threatening me?
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no,
That's exactly what I wanted to say. Think about how much we owe them. Now,
everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that. Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Aw, everyone's protecting the Melusines.
Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
Come on, don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
All right, let's go buy a cake or something.
You shouldn't ever skip meals, especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
I heard even Neuvillette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted.
Seriously, were you planning to...
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the...
That's more like it. We should stand guard until...
Come and fight me instead, you...
have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help. Shh, look.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is truly wonderful.
So...
No, I should stay where I am. Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Marmonia.
You know, I might have to I might have to skip the fucking Cloud Retainer banner. There's a lot of characters that I did not pull for that I regret not pulling for. And by a lot, I mean Linny and fucking Neuvillette. I low key want both of those characters, so.
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the list of involved suspects The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders but who did not participate in it. Among them, surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
You doing a best runs? What are you doing? On what half? She's not?
Yes, there is something suspicious about Essin, to be precise. It seems like he's closely related to the...
Monsieur Neuvillette, someone claiming to be from the Spina di Rosula just checked in with us. He said, and I quote,
I think I love
hated the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe.
the accent of the Melusine that's like outside of Neuvillette's office the most.
Huh? How did Navia find it so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect.
I too am perplexed.
That's unfortunate. What's your first half team? Ning Wong. How's that going? It doesn't sound like they're the problem. Oh, that's pretty good.
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Marechaussee Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but...
Invite them over.
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for...
but... Oh, well. Let's get back to...
Yes, that's me.
You're Essa?
Yes, monsieur.
Did you write that threatening...
I did, but I was just...
Orders from whom?
Oh God. Bro, Neuvillette looks so fucking cool.
Domenico. He was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico. Where is he now?
The fortress of Meropide.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble. Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves.
You've done more than enough. I am extremely grateful for your help.
Damn, he looks
Leave the
upset.
formalities for later. You should find Domenico first. If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
All right, then. Let's head to the...
Oh. Is it? Oh, bro. I need to finish these damn quests, bro. What'd you do?
I just did 303k.
With who? What?
Yeah.
How?
Monsieur Neuvillette?
Oh my God, Risley and Neuvillette in the same room?
Welcome to the Fortress of Meropide, dear esteemed.
Too much. Too much.
We're back! Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself. Guess we made it.
Hello, Your Grace.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up. Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase. I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Who does this guy think he is?
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started. And now he's threatening Melusines, isn't he? To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to...
He's got the same concerns we do.
I am concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past.
That's an easy one. Let me think.
Did I hear someone say Melusine? What happened?
Sijuin!
Sijuin!
Oh, there's Sijuin and Melusine too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, forgot. Where is he coming out?
Yeah, and we're investigating.
I have no idea, bro. But there was early speculation that she could be a 5-star, so if that's the case, that could definitely cause some issues.
Gonna be okay?
There's no need to worry. Clarande is protecting her as we speak.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Ah, head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal?
Ridesley.
Ah!
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you. That's your only demand, correct?
That was funny.
Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. I urge you to set aside any concerns. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something really important.
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But enough jokes. I'll look for Domenico and bring him to you. Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
That was funny. Sijuin was like, "Oh my God, we need to find out what this Domenico person is up to." And Risley was like, "Oh, you want me to deal with him personally?" And Neuvillette was like, "Risley." So I assume he was gonna be like, "You want me to kill him? You want him dead? I'll kill him right now." Oh fuck. Nope, that's up. I thought this would help. I teleported to the wrong area. Oh, the Fortress of Maripede. Is it coming down? How do I call the elevator? I forgot how to call the elevator.
Go to the front part.
The front part?
I think the door has to be closed. Call the elevator.
What? There has to be a teleporter that's up here. Oh, sure enough there is.
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink?
I guess Diluc does have a little more AoE than Yoimiya.
Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you have to drink up even before that. I'll bring you some tea. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about. Typical Sijuin. Concerned about everyone's health as always. Why aren't you two saying anything?
You noticed them too. The badges they wore on it.
Familiar. But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
That's not a bad idea.
Anything you need? Oh, this?
What's that?
We have a very long history, going back as far as 400 years ago. We have never had many members throughout our history, nor do we have much of a reputation, but everyone helping each other is our purpose. At the same time, we seek to maintain just dealings at...
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
All we want is to defend ourselves. None of us have ever committed serious, but people won't give us a...
Interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network? If you'd like to learn more, here's our flyer. Our slogan may have evolved over this. Here, this book is...
Okay.
You two look kind. It's the symbol of the mutual aid. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace. I've never seen one of those medals. The first president of our network was an amazing person. Powerful as he was, he never used his strength against anyone. All of us have a lot of...
You should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neuvillette.
Did you manage to gather it?
The people who wore the badges, according to them, the badges...
I personally crafted 2 of them. Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire.
Oh, so the network was... Monsieur Neuvillette, His Grace has requested your presence in his office. He's found Dominico.
All right. Let us...
Dominico about to catch these fucking hands. You just did 300k again?
I did 326k.
What the fuck, bro? Your artifacts have got to be fucking cracked.
Allow me to introduce this fine gentleman, Dominico. Why don't you explain everything to him?
Neuvillette? What do you want? Calm down. Merely was it your idea to... Hassan has already confessed, so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
That idiot!
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea to send...
Yes.
Who is pulling your strings?
What? You're not trying to... It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine had... I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede has something to... I admit I acted on impulse.
I can do that.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
I only intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted me about delivering some goods and promised me a generous sum of more in return. After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Maréchaussée Phantom. They accused me of smuggling but I refused to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt, right? Well, I suspect that someone got me locked up here so they could get their...
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melazines? Over that?
My initial target was Neuvillette. Everyone in the Fortress of Meripede was declared guilty by him after all. But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me. That mutual... In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melazines to salvage. I recall that Chiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection. So I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter, claiming that I meant to but the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Chiara.
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts?
No.
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling...
Yes.
Sigewinne, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later.
Yeah, you about to get fucked up.
So, Monsieur Neuvillette, you were concerned that there might be a shadowy faction looking to capitalize on the delicate situation with the...
Yes. I experienced a similar incident in the past, so I had to be prepared for any possibility.
And how long ago was this incident?
More than 400 years.
You might be overthinking this. Time can change a lot of things. Everything's different now.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melazines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in society. But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melazines, people wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. I trust that they would make different choices from before.
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melazines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Monsieur Neuvillette, the Melazines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude towards you. When people refused to place their trust in Melazines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice. For almost 500 years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. You made the right judgment each time, regardless of whatever nonsense went on. People no longer have any reservations about you, and even consider you a symbol of the law. Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine. In other words, you've gradually transformed the whole nation.
Paimon gets it now. No wonder no one wanted to join forces.
I am undeserving of such high compliments. From my perspective, I have simply been fulfilling my duties. It isn't anything special or worthy of praise. I'm simply fulfilling the promises I've made and searching for answers through my judgments. It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard.
Oh, that's a check.
The complexity of human emotions and willpower far exceed those of mine. As a matter of fact, I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
He said, it's unnecessary to hold me in such high regard.
The current state of affairs says it all. You're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wished to investigate something on your own, many would take the initiative to lend you a hand.
I must say that you've made a fair point. Thank you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has been settled...
Huh? You're leaving?
And so
Oh, is that the end of the quest?
Why not stay for a cup of tea?
Thank you for the offer, but I know how this place works. While some are here to redeem themselves, but the less time I spend here, the better.
In that case, I'll have to insist.
Please, go ahead.
The first is about the guard who helped Domenico send that...
I know the guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Memoria's staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited today on personal business. Therefore,
Well, that makes things a lot easier. Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild. Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize with others. However, down here, such thoughts will put you at high... I'll have a chat with the guard and remind him to take precautions in the future.
I see no issues with that.
Great! That's one thing I...
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you invest...
Yep. Neuvillette thought they're bad.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the fortress of Meropide. I've looked into their founder, Vautrin, who once stood... According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. He had never once engaged in physical or... In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very...
What? During his trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated.
Perhaps he had been...
An act?
Neuvillette and Vautrin had a close relationship as superior and subordinate. Vautrin must have known that the Chief Justice would make... Thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice. And to those who had been sitting on the fence, Vautrin's act was a very... That's all from me. Does anyone else have any...
I don't have anything to say. Apart from expressing my gratitude, that is. Well then, let us head back. No need to see us off.
Please, take care.
What a homie. I love that man. What the hell? Son. Now, you want to hear something funny? Now the event is keeping me from continuing with the Neuvillette quest. No, now I can go and continue the stupid event.
Welcome to LeChaux's Clockwork Workshop. How can I help you?
Hello. I'd like to know if anyone has purchased some special components lately.
Special components? Sorry, could you be more specific?
I mean the kind of components that aren't typically used for
Huh? For fire?
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble.
Well, to be completely honest...
Has anyone ever purchased components here as an individual rather than...
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all...
Is that...
You're welcome. It's...
Can I go back now? Wow, that was dumb. That was so dumb. And now, what the fuck? What happened? Why am I following Neuvillette all of a sudden?
That trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I have always felt deep regret
Never mind.
for what happened to both Carol and...
What just happened was very dumb.
The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Grisley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts, too. What do you think of me?
Paimon agrees with everything Risley said. As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact. Hey! And
What I really think is,
Oh!
every trial you've ever judged has left its
Oh, he's
impression on
talking!
you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
Aether's talking!
Oh yeah.
That is indeed a reasonable assumption. As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself.
That's another check.
But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my person. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result of time itself. I will try to contemplate this further. Thank you both.
Is that the end of the quest? Oh!
Huh? It's raining! Oh no! Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Meripede. It's a good place for me.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvillette? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble. How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over!
Oh! Oh!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Is the matter resolved?
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening letter. Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him so the
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
By the way, where's...
At the Palais Mermonia, more than 50 people offered to protect her. I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled to celebrate this joyous occasion. Monsieur Neuvillette.
That's not how you celebrate.
I will consider it.
Really?
Of course. My schedule is full for the follow. Come up with questions during the intervening days.
Yes! Thank you so much, monsieur!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize our investigation. I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
Oh, an exclusive interview! Am I dreaming? What should I ask him?
Don't let anything hold you back.
I agree. He'll decline any question he can't answer anyway, so you might as well give all of them a shot.
Kiara?
Monsieur Neuvillette? Sorry, I accidentally fell asleep.
It's quite all right. I'm here to tell...
Thank you, monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon. Everyone's been so nice to me, so...
Do you remember Domenico?
Let me think. By the way, I saw Carol in my dreams just now. In my dream, she looked really happy. I can't remember what her dreams were anymore.
I can sense your joy. It is indeed a delightful...
Monsieur Neuvillette. Oh, I almost forgot. I promised to model for Alov.
Of course. Off you go.
See you next time, Monsieur. Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
See you next time.
Oh, that was awesome, dude. I fucking love that story quest. Ooh, I got 5 fucking blue equity books. Yeah, what the hell? Ugh. My feels.
Oh, hey, Chevreuse. Run out of oil for your musket again?
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently.
Oh, is this another case? I don't think so. Some people have requested that I make some prop guns for the Fontanalia Film Festival.
Oh? Why?
Because there's no profit! I only make things here that can do some real heavy lifting. I don't have the energy to make some new molds.
Then has anybody come specific?
Well, I usually sell...
I understand.
Don't mention it. Always happy to have the Musketeers' patronage.
Seems like we haven't found any leads to go.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Huh? Are you sure?
You think so, huh?
Huh?
That I grew up in Fleuve Sandra.
I am. What happened? But it's doable.
Oh yeah.
What yeah, I heard your team. Dilu, Jean, Xingqiu, Farina.
Yeah.
How are the numbers? Eh?
Honestly,
Farina's doing the heavy lifting?
Like, he's doing damage, but I'm just spoiled, I guess, my winning numbers.
That's funny. Honestly, that might have been like the.
Closer look, Paimon.
I'm trying to think of like the other character quests. That Neuvillette one might be like the best one.
Clean them up. These are obviously marks from musket bullets. In other words, someone was
I don't know, like
trying to
since what?
improve their
Fucking
shot.
Zhongli's?
They were using the barrels and bottles for target practice.
Yeah.
Your guess is as good
Yeah.
as mine.
Like both of them were really good. The Age the Hot one. Well, the Age the Hot one was a little.
Guns. Few hide the fact
The build up was annoying.
And even
It took a bit. But the first one, the Salt one, was awesome.
Oh yeah, it really was, yo. If this wasn't hip to pull for out here guys, I don't know what it is.
Oh man.
It's been a while, Tetro.
Please, just get on with your...
I want to know if you've heard anybody...
Yo.
Information isn't free, you know.
I've heard that bandits have been extremely active in the countryside recently, and they've been
I
affecting
don't get
the
it.
delivery of goods to Poisson. I can allocate some...
You're not even like
manpower
using
to
anyone
help
to
out
buff
with
her, right?
What do you say?
You're still as helpful as ever. One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun.
Damn.
Days later, it turned up in the corner.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video then. Wait, what did you want to talk about?
Sandra, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next day. But that gun turned out to be an exception.
Come on, Randall.
Didn't get any new wear and tear on it. And didn't even appear to have been fired. We were quite mystified.
Was it the Melusines?
I suspect it came back because the weapon was already known to the guards.
Totrin? Whatever that guy's name
Was afraid
was?
the Marechaussee Phantom would use
Voltrin?
the marks to track them down. Maybe. But if that's the case, the culprit really took great care to avoid getting caught.
Like a group?
Say anything about a criminal.
And through Sandra,
Yeah.
knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing today.
Word.
It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it? I've never liked him. Every time he's here, he just orders a drink and sits there with a nasty look in
Alright.
his eyes.
Well, that was the Neuvillette stuff.